Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Okay, Princess of Cups. Very fantastic energy, right? This is very dreamy. This is very ethereal. This is very cerebral, even. I feel that you're someone with an intense imagination. I feel like you are a dreamer, you know. This is a card of fantasy. This is a card of having a dream life, having an interior landscape, having, you know, a strong connection with your imagination. I feel that you're someone who is or should be keeping a dream journal. Okay, very important. I feel that you are you're trying to sort of interact with your dreams, right? You might even be someone who is I don't know if you're a lucid dreamer or you're someone who's trying to. I feel like you're having these dreams and you're trying to almost draw them out into the real world. You know. In other words, I think maybe you're finding a lot of synchronicities in your life, in your waking daily sort of outside life, that correspond with dreams or images or fantasies or parts of your imagination. Right, in that kind of very synchronistic type of way. Yeah. I think you're somebody that you have a dream, you know. There's something in you that you want to manifest. Yeah. Maybe it's a secret desire, maybe it is just this wish that you have for life. Yeah. Let's see what that wish is. Let's see how you're bringing it about. Let's see what's going on here. All right. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. Oh, we've got the Princess of Pentacles too. So not only do we have the Princess of Cups, we have the Princess of Pentacles. So it's the water and the earth, the dream and the manifestation of that dream. It's kind of saying you have this dream. Maybe you're wondering if you can make it a reality. There's the reality, right? There it is. There's the confirmation that yes, this is something that has the potential to really manifest for you, to solidify, to come to fruition. I feel like this is your dream to sort of change the world in a way. Maybe change your own world. Let's see. We have a Six of Wands. We have a Prince of Swords, fixed air energy. Okay. We have the Lover's card. We've got to do something about that one. We have an Ace of Wands. Very good. Over here we have an Eight of Pentacles, the Art or Temperance card. Now we've got, it's one of your power cards. It is a mutable air energy. It is the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, Jackpot. Jackpot. This is major. You have a dream that you will manifest. We've got to get rid of this negative thinking, though. I think this is sort of not even negative. This is like a fixed belief. This is the card that says none of this is possible, right? This is the card that says, so that kind of dream is not. It's not something that you can do, right? This isn't something for you. This isn't a possible thing for you. It's not a possible path for you. It's not meant for you. Right? This is that kind of thinking. It is negative. This is that kind of thinking that we got to get. It's that fixed belief of what is and is not available to you in life. what is or is not possible for you. Okay? And what we see with the rest of this energy is that it is indeed possible for you. And you are going to manifest this. I don't know what that dream is, but it's a secret. It's a fantasy. It's a love. It's a desire. It's an aspiration that you have. Yeah. It might have to do with relationships. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with Alien Simon Mork Ripley right on top. Don't forget, Gemini, you are magic. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If you have a prediction for that card, put it in the comments down below. Let's do it together as exercise of intuition. Let's look around the room. We've got major, major, and major. Okay. What we've got is the desire for union. This is a spiritual union. This is you coming together with the reality. This is really the Lover's card is about union. Now, it may not be romance, okay? But it really is about these two coming together in a spiritual union, your dream and the physical world, making them the same, one and the same thing, uniting them, the two becoming one. And that's your highest aspiration right now, is for your dream to become a reality. Of course, in the environment, we've got the Temperance card. So a couple of things with the Temperance card. I feel like, first of all, it's the realization that this might be difficult. There might be challenges. You're sort of willing yourself into a pressure cooker. But this is also the card that says the world around you is going to try to douse the flame. The world around you is going to try to extinguish your aspiration. Don't let it. Don't let it temper you. You've got to keep this fiery will, this spark of creativity, this spark of spiritual energy that says, I can and I will and I am doing it. Okay? This is the resounding yes in your life. And the Temperance card, I think, is trying to bring you back to more sober reality. You know, bring you back to the real world here, where you can't do those things, where you can't pursue your goals and achieve this dream come true, this dream life. Yeah. Where you can't attain that jackpot of the Wheel of Fortune, which we see at the end here. We have to overcome the fixed thought. Okay. You've got to invoke your superpower. Right? And maybe even in a way, you've got to realize that part of your superpower is too mental. It's too logical sometimes. You know, so maybe the superpower here is about not being too logical. We don't have to be rational right now. You have to be creative. You have to be inspired. You have to be confident, you know. And it may not be rational right now. That's okay. We have fire, which is central card. This is right in the middle of the table, you see. Perfect. We need that. That's what it's all about. Everything hinges on this fire, what you're giving attention to. You could easily ignore this feeling that you have deep within you, or this dream, or this fantasy, or this desire, aspiration. You could ignore that and put your attention on what is logical, what is sort of predictable, what is normal, you know, and that would be just fine. Or you could put it on something else. Or you could put your attention on other things. So we have fire. We've got water right there in the middle, and that's really what it's all about here, is this water. I don't want to forget about the fire here, right? So fire here, and here we've got water. We've got air and air. And then we've got our earth and earth cards. Okay, so 3 major arcana. I think that's a nice flow of energy. The fire energy is interesting to me because it's going from a 6 to an ace. We have both, right? And so I think that, like, with the six of wands is typically a victory after fighting, victory after a battle, you know, strife. And I kind of wonder if I wonder if this is the feeling, because this is down beneath the surface here. I wonder if the feeling is that like what you want to do is somehow like against the grain or counter to the energy of the world, or puts you at odds with your group, your family, friends, or whatever, right? Because I kind of feel that like you feel as if there might not be the acceptance or the camaraderie or the teamwork, you know, that you want. So it's kind of like you feel as if to pursue this dream of yours is going to put you sort of, I don't know, against other people or against the group in a way, right? So we're already looking at it as a battle that's going to need to be won. Yeah. But I'm getting the feeling that you're going to be surprised about some of the people in your life and how supportive they are. And how this is maybe, you know, maybe we're talking about one or two people. Maybe it's you and a spouse, a partner, or you know, maybe a best friend. Maybe it's a coworker, or creative, you know, collaboration kind of thing. But I think you're going to find more support than you're expecting. Yeah. I think more people than you realize are sort of in this with you. Yeah. Because it seems as if you're expecting to just be on your own. That it's going to be like you against the world, you know. But I think you're going to find that maybe the right team is going to sort of appear when you need it. The right people are going to be there when you need the support. Okay. I think that's a very good sign here. The Six of Wands is also telling me that your dream here is not necessarily going to put you at odds with the world. That it's not something that's out of harmony with the way of, you know, whatever, our reality, you know. That I think it's really something that is meant to be shared. It's something that is going to contribute to the well-being of the world, you know. It's going to improve the quality of the world. It's sort of like with you accomplishing this, you're sort of raising the vibration for the rest of us. Yeah. And so I think that there's very, very good intentions here. Okay. It may feel sort of like a selfish thing, but I think that's kind of that negative element that's trying to sort of keep you contained. I don't feel it's selfish at all. I feel that whatever you're accomplishing is sort of, you know, I don't know if you're like paving the way for the rest of us, or if you're bringing other people to success too. That it's something meant to be shared, I feel. Yeah. But that air energy in the background here, we got this Prince of Swords, this fixed air energy. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 court cards. I do feel that there are other people in your life that are sort of relevant here. And maybe this person, maybe they're an air sign person, maybe not. But I feel that this is someone in your life that's kind of maybe more traditional. Maybe is not so open to new ideas, you know. Maybe this was how you are. Maybe this is part of you, right? Not really willing to go against the way things have always been done. It's kind of like, you know, I believe certain things, and, you know, that's just the way the world is. Not really open to learning new stuff. Not really open to being proven wrong. Not really open to anything that sort of challenges the expectations or the beliefs that we already hold, right? And this could be coming from a friend, a family member, a spouse, or even just from yourself, or from the world itself. This idea that facts are facts, and we can't change the facts, that we can't, really it's an idea that nothing can really change, you know? I think we've got to get out of this, because this is the energy that really is going to kind of crush dreams, you know? It's, you know, it could be the things we tell ourselves, like, oh, I could never do that in life, you know? That's, the opportunity is never going to be there for me. I'm not capable of that. Or, you know, there's no way that someone from a little small town in the middle of nowhere can become some, you know, huge international, like, rock star or whatever, right? You know, like a Bob Dylan type or something. I don't know where he's from. Minnesota, maybe? I don't know. But this is the idea that these big dreams you have are just not practical. So you're better off forgetting all that nonsense, Gemini. Just stick to what you know, right? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I think that you need to dream big. You need to have aspirations. And you need to do everything that you can to fulfill that part of yourself. And that's the Lover's card at the top. Because it's all about that love. It's all about that choice, that spiritual union. It's all about our commitment, our choice, our devotion to find that union. That kind of the union with ourself, really, or the union with our true path, the union with our destiny, the union with what you're meant to do. Yeah. And if this could be any old dream, we could have any old desires, and then we can work really hard to manifest that desire, sure. But I feel like you have the sanction of spirit here. Okay? I feel that this is, well, see, now Spirit's telling me that if you, are you in a relationship now? Because if you are, your partner really does honor you, really does love you, really is supportive of you. And maybe it doesn't feel like that, but they are. Maybe you haven't told them about what's going on, about what your dream is, about what this aspiration is. They are very supportive of you. Okay, that's the message I'm getting. But the Lover's card is also, a spiritual sanction on your union. It's kind of like it's not just a random desire, random dream that I have. No, this is one where Spirit, I think, is really showing you, and I think it's through these signs and synchronicities and things, that this is meant for you. This is what you're supposed to do. I feel like there is a conviction here that, yes, this is your path, this is your destiny, and this is a union that is meant to be, right? So what we need to do then is Ace of Wands, right? We need to get fired up. We need to do it. We need to start taking action. We need to direct our forces toward this goal, toward this union, toward the manifestation of this. Okay. The the accomplishment of this. See, we have the Princess of Pentacles. To me, this feels like winter. It feels like it's cold. There's nothing growing here, right? It seems barren and sterile, right? It feels like what we need is the light of the Spirit. We need the will that's going to bring about the life, bring spring here, and put some green leaves back on these trees. Okay, and so in some way, I feel as if maybe your life has felt a little bit in the practical sort of outer world way. Maybe it's felt a little bare, a little unsatisfying. Hasn't really been as nourishing as you would like. You've got to bring this dream to a reality. And maybe it's when the outer world is sort of cold and barren like this, we tend to go inside and have this reality inside of us that we really want. But now it's time to reverse this. Now it's time to take what's within you, the dream of your ideal reality, your aspiration, and it's time to bring the spiritual will into it and create it in the outer world. Okay? We're going to bring life back to this. We're going to bring that verdant energy back to this. Rather than the energy withdrawing inside, and this is becoming something that's just in your imagination, we're bringing that imagination forth, and it's going to grow, right? It's going to flourish. But we need this will, right? We need to be committed, and this is really, too, it's an energy that says that you can do this on your own if you need to. This is your attention, your focus, your willpower. This is your energy. This is a card that is you. It's your flame of the divine energy within you, right? And with the Six of Wands underneath, I feel like you are going to find the right sort of team. And I don't necessarily mean that it's just going to be like a group of you doing it together, but I feel like you're going to find the right resources as you move forward. Okay, because you have that confidence and almost that faith in things. things are going to be there when you need them. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. Doesn't cost anything. It supports the channel, and I do appreciate that. All right. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, right? And to me, it feels like the green leaves have started to return. It feels as if you're being cautious with this, that you're trying to use this attention and this focus and this spiritual creative light, this force and fire, in a slow and steady way. I think this is good because we're not expecting overnight change. You know, this is something that has to be nourished. It has to be sort of delicately handled. Okay, like a tree that's just starting to grow, it needs the right amount of water, the right soil, the right sort of sunlight, and you know, we provide for it as much as we can in the right proportions. We don't want to overdo anything. We don't want to flood the tree or the plant or the garden with water, right? You can overwater your plants, apparently. So this is a bit of caution, and this is the realization that we've got to take things a little bit slowly at first. You know, if this is a romantic relationship, if this is sort of a new, well, maybe it's a new career, maybe it's really just a new aspiration, a creative thing, maybe you're an artist, a musician, maybe you're the next Dylan, I don't know. Whatever is going on, I feel like this is a steady persistence. This is kind of the card that reminds us that, you know, we're going to need to work at it and practice and pay our dues, you know. I guess it's possible to just become an overnight international superstar, but I feel like that might be the appearance of things, but I believe there's a lot of practice that goes into that sort of thing. There's a lot of paying your dues. There's a lot of push, a lot of struggle, a lot of patience that's needed. Dedication, patience. You know, it's sitting in your room practicing for hours on end when all your friends are out having a good time. You know, it's playing all the little tiny clubs for no money at all. No one's listening to you until, you know, until you make it, until we get that big breakthrough. Yeah. And I feel like that big breakthrough is coming. And I feel like between this card and the art or temperance card, this is the pressure cooker of the environment, right? I think that this is you going out and paying your dues and allowing those, you know, it's like those small clubs that you will go and perform in. Those are sort of molding you into who you need to be. You're refining yourself, right? Like a foundry, like a furnace, like the kitchen, the test kitchen or the pressure cooker. You're being slowly and subtly changed and transformed and refined into your very best self, your very best version of this, whatever this energy is. And so I feel that this is allowing the pressures of the world to sort of make that diamond. You know, that we're being sort of slow and steady, and we understand that we've got to just be consistent. We've got to pay our dues. We've got to go and do the small clubs. It's like the comic who does all these little venues and it gets booed off stage and really bombs, you know, but through that process, they're fortifying themselves and refining themselves. Not just the material itself, but their delivery, their energy altogether. Okay. It's a way to ensure that we grow in the right way. It's kind of a tree that it's a young tree, right? And a strong wind is going to knock it down. So you might put another stick there, whatever, to brace the tree so it doesn't break in the wind, you know. But you don't want to hold it so tight. You want it to sort of get knocked around a little bit by the wind. It'll grow stronger. You know, it's through the challenges that we really get a strong core, you know, that our essence becomes very, very strong. Our will becomes unbreakable. And this, I think, is the process for you to achieve this jackpot. And maybe you've already been doing this for a while. Maybe this has been an ongoing thing. We run next into the Queen of Swords, which is your Gemini superhero card. It's the Gemini energy in action, and it's your ability to separate the emotions from the reason, from the intellect, right? The heart and the mind, we're able to separate those, which is pretty good. We kind of see that over here a little bit. And maybe this is the card that we really want right now. Now, when we're on the path of the dove, this is the card, this is the position in the spread that we don't want. We don't want to separate ourselves from our emotions here, because that's what the water, we don't want to separate from the water, because that's the water that we need right now to push ourselves forward. This is what we're trying to bring to a reality. So we don't want that card when we're here. But when we're over here, I think we need to separate the two. Okay? Because we need to understand if there's still anything here that's limiting us. Is there anything still going on? We have to look inside of our minds and figure out if there's anything that's preventing us from getting that jackpot, from getting to the top of this wheel, from expanding our horizons, expanding our life, and really profiting and benefiting from this dream. Okay? From truly making it a reality in the biggest the biggest way possible. So it's your ability to separate out your heart and your mind, and to look at them both sort of, as objectively and as separately as possible. I think to see if there's anything still left inside that needs to be refined in the pressure cooker. Any other beliefs, any other patterns or habits of thought that might be holding you back. Any other relationships, any other commitments, any other entanglements, right? Anything at all that might still be holding you back from achieving this goal, because this goal is very, very close, right? It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's right there, okay? And, back to the Art or Temperance card, I feel like this is also some elements in your life, in your world, that are trying to put out the flame. Okay, and in some ways that's literally just every time you're on stage and you bomb, it feels like someone threw a bucket of water on top of the fire, and it's just, and sometimes that reinforces some of this air energy, some of these thoughts and beliefs and things that we're struggling with, right? Every time we get criticized, every time we sort of bomb and we get booed off stage, it reinforces that idea of, I suck at this, and this is not my path, I'm not good at this, this isn't meant for me, right? There's no way that this can become a reality. The odds are so far against me, It reinforces all of these things, so we need to continually look at that. And that's where I think the Gemini energy is really necessary. It's that power of analysis, of splitting things up, and to be able to look at everything. And it could be that, you have thousands of praises, but it's that one criticism that really sticks with you and tends to be more significant than all the accolades, all the people that love you. And then there's that one that says something mean or that criticizes you, and that's what reinforces this, and we start to slow down or lose. The fire, the light starts to dim a little bit, right? But the jackpot is oh so close for you. The Wheel of Fortune, everything I think is about to turn around. It's about to be your day. Okay, all of the dues that you've been paying are being rewarded. It's being returned to you. It was all an investment, right? And the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy. It's expansive. It's profit. It's reward. It's achievement. It's ascending. It really is. It really is major. Okay, and I think that you're very close to this. I think it's going to be your time. Okay, whatever this is, maybe you're a comic, maybe you're an artist, I don't know, musician. All of that hard work is about to pay off. Okay, let's look at the mystery card. Let's see. Well, maybe some earth energy, right? We'd like to see maybe a 9 or a 10 of pentacles. I think maybe some water energy, though, because we don't have a lot of water energy. We had the beginning water energy, which is the dream itself. But let's see the dream as the reality. Let's see a 10 of cups. Yeah. If you have a prediction, now's the time. Put it in the comments below. Let's see what we have. a Knight of Cups? Well, it is water energy. We'll ring the bell one time. So I was sort of right. This is now that we're passionately following our dream, that we are passionately following our heart, pursuing that Holy Grail. It's almost like we've found the Holy Grail. We've had that spiritual union, and now it's just a matter of bringing it home. You've already found the Grail, right? And now it's just bringing it to your life and allowing it to work its magic, allowing it to affect all of the changes that the Grail will affect. You know, heals everything. Everything is abundant. Everything is prospering. This is really it for you. This is the thing. This is the one. Okay, and we could be talking about, you know, a particular talent or a particular life or this career choice or that kind of thing, creative thing. We could be talking about, you know, a relationship or finding the one, the soulmate sort of situation for you. Okay. It is a soulmate, but whether it's in the form of a person or a path or an idea, I don't know. Okay. But there are people around you, and I think it's very important that you can be discerning about those people in your life who need to stay, who need to go. Okay? And because that Gemini and it were able to separate and analyze. Remove your emotions from that situation and kind of say, look, these people are keeping me down. These people keep telling me negative things. They're not supportive of my dream. Okay? So I think you need to see where that might be going on in your life. All right. This is a very good energy. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Gemini are on Mondays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.